So guys, you join me in the new Honda Civic Type R, 320 horsepower of Type R goodness. And yeah, my first drive in the car, first impressions, bit of a point of view. Yeah, 6-speed manual, looking forward to seeing exactly what it's like. Yeah, very special. I have to say the interior and everything as part of it is very special. It feels really nice. Really loads of Alcantara, the seats feel comfortable. It's just kind of like initial first impressions. I've spent a bit of time sitting in a Type R before, but I've never sort of taken it on the road and actually driven out in it. And we've got some really nice routes actually up in front of us to really experience this car. Front wheel drive, although it's May the 23rd, it's a little bit, unfortunately, greasy. Well, not greasy, just wet and cold. But it's not raining at the moment. So that's the things that we've got to be got to have a positive on, and yeah, to certainly enjoy these cars and this amazing Civic Type R. I've only heard good things of it so far. Initially, sort of driving around, it feels good. We've got it in second gear. I've popped it into like individual mode, which I'm not too sure what it is. You've got individual, sport and comfort. I guess sport probably, yeah, sport is a lot firmer. Individual, I'm going to say, is customized to have a little bit more softer suspension, and we can enjoy that a little bit. Oh, I'm super excited to share this car. And you've got loads of dials on the dashboard as well, and yeah, oh, it's a firm car. Steering's really heavy actually. Wow, what an experience. What a car, straight away. Really picks up, a little bit scrabbling at the front. I mean, it does look the business as well, this car, like really does. And yeah, it's like hot hatch royalty, this one. You know, I've always been a fan of Civic Type Rs, you know, in the sort of like the noughties and stuff. I just love the Civic Type R. It's up against like the Mark 1 Focus RS and those types. I will be going a little bit slower around here than you would probably imagine, because there are plenty of pheasants and stuff around. Now, I know this car can be pushed pretty hard, and given this is my first time kind of going around it, I'm not going to be the person doing that. So it's got rev matching. The gear stick seems absolutely... Oh, I'm going to keep it in third, I think. Feels like quite a high revving engine. Suspension feels good. I probably wouldn't have it in its firmest setting. That's why I've got it in individual. Certainly on the British kind of B roads. But remember, this is a 2-litre 2-litre car. I feel so nimble. I mean, what a front end this has got. So third gear, 40 miles an hour. So it scrabbles its way up. Apologies if there's any issues with the so I get my gear shift right with the point of view, but I've just sort of hopped in this. Oh wow. Oh wow, it holds on. Boy, does it hold on. Brakes feel really good as well. Really good. And you know what? It makes it feel like it'd be great for the road as well. Sorry if I'm talking too much. I'm just, as you can imagine, bit of a kid at a candy store, to be honest, today. No denying it. A lot of cars driven, and it's a bit of a dream to be in such royalty, to be honest with you. Very, very nice. Revs up fair amount. We'll keep it in second for a little bit. The wheel feels really nice too. It's a nice little feel to it. Reach and rake is really kind of adjustable and nice. Yeah. Wow. Okay, you get the idea why journalists and people kind of say and talk about and rave about the Civic Type R, particularly this new model. They've really just updated, and my understanding that they've made it a lot more refined compared to the previous generation, and I can 100% go with that. You know, it's got big alloy wheels on this, low profile tyres, and yet in its softer setting it's good. It's really good. Yeah, I mean, not too much to complain about here, but we'll give it a loop round. I think for me, this really is a manual only kind of car. I can't really think of this being in an auto. Yeah, oh, and I like the lights flash up to tell you to change gear. That's very nice. We're going to once again go in the right hand lane because there's loads of bumps on the left hand side, which makes it really difficult. Seats feel comfortable. You know, is it worth the money? Does it feel quality enough? I would say the answer is yes to that. There's a lot of premium natures in this, which Honda offer. Keeping my eyes out for pheasants. It's actually a really practical car as well, in the back and the boot. It's that one car that can do everything, and in its softer suspension setting, it's good. I mean, this is very in keeping with a typical B road. Very, very fortunate to have this kind of Millbrook proving ground. Oh, I bet the car looks great in red as well. Down into second. We'll keep it in second for a bit just to rev her out. Oh, gives me a chance to play around with the brakes a little bit more. And see the lights. Oh, it's got a really good front end to it. Really good front end. And as we hit the hill, how cool. It's definitely in the corners where you're like, wow. I mean, I was in an RS4 earlier and that sort of digs. Oh, a bit of scrabbling. Man, does the gearbox feel good. Wow, wow, wow. Gearbox feels really good. Yeah, flipping heck, what a car this is. If you could see my face, you could see how much I'm smiling and just like, what a masterclass of hot hatchness. Absolute brilliant. You can see there's lots of people on the side. Now they'll be tracking us with speed, because although this is private land essentially at Millbrook, it's limited to 55 miles an hour here. And yeah, funnily enough, the big bright red Civic Type R is going to catch a lot of attention from the marshals, hence why I am being within the speed limit. and driving as safe as I possibly can, although they may well still have a little word because it's just the way things are. Yeah, I mean, super special to kind of be in this. I think I'll go around once more because you can really start to get a feel of the car, particularly while it's dry. I think it'll be quite good. The rev matching's really nice. The gearbox, I mean, it's as slick as anything I've driven. I was driving a Porsche Cayman GTS manual 4 litre. You know, it's on par, if not better than that, and that's saying something. And it still feels refined. There's a lot of quality materials in this car, but it's about the drive. If you get a Civic Type R, not only can it do everything, okay, it's front wheel drive, so you're not going to have that all-weather traction, but what you lose in the all-weather traction, you gain in a bit of saved weight, and that's quite important too. Metal gear shift. Ah, the gearbox. See, even on a dry day, we are in May, it's still, you know, it's a car which is, you know, it's going to spin up, and that's something you've got to be aware of. It's not something you can just put your foot down. You have to kind of be really like careful, I guess, on the throttle. It's very sharp throttle response, plenty quick enough. I don't know how much more speed you would really want to get through a front wheel drive car before you then go to 4-wheel drive. I'd say this is probably maxing out at 320. I don't want any more power. I mean, we're dry today, we're about 13 degrees, it's towards the end of May, and I'm still spinning my wheels if I try to go full throttle. And that's something where, oh, the gearbox, oh, what a gearbox. Yeah, this is my last run round. Good little noise, not like a naturally aspirated noise or anything. I've only really been using first, second and third. There's no sort of chance to get into anything else. There's no like crackles on the exhaust or anything. I mean, I'm tempted to stick it into sport mode just to see the suspension. You see, it just spins a little bit. Knock it into sport. That's going to make things a lot firmer. Might as well try it. Only live once, right? So this is going to make the suspension, yeah, a lot firmer. Wow. But it picks its lines really nicely, and that's good. Probably quite economical as well. Yeah, firmer suspension setting works, but just for the UK in general, I'd always have it in its more softer setting. We just live in too many bumpy roads. I mean, even this, most of it is quite smooth actually. Wait for the speed gun man to get me. Yeah, my high heights of 40 miles an hour. But I think they're after a few others. We've got an Ioniq 5N behind me. That's 600 brake. Yeah, I don't think this car would know where it's going, but it's not about the top speed. This has got plenty more go in a straight line. It's about the handling. But you can use it every day, and it's a Honda. You know, it just works. You know, you can stick a warranty on it. Oh, it's brilliant. Just brilliant. Brakes feel good. You've got loads of information about the car here. Wow, I'm smiling. absolutely brilliant. Really, really is. What a magical car that they've produced in this day and age as well, in 2024. You know, we live in a world with electric vehicles and hybrids. This is mega. Just mega. And actually keeping it in its firmer setting, it's actually not too bad, it's tolerable, but I am going to knock it back into individual. Customise your own mode. You've got a nice Civic Type R graphic there as well. There's a 911 Dakar going on the off-road route, which I would love to try actually. You get to go in the instructor's car. Hopefully, maybe I'll share that on the channel if that happens. Potentially. I'll let a couple of these cars go. But thanks so much. Let me know your thoughts in the comments of what you think about this Civic Type R. I can give you my thoughts. It's a community channel, so get involved. If you've got one, you have got something very, very special. You know, I've been in and out of some very special cars, RS4s, Porsche Caymans, and this feels right up there in terms of driving dynamics. But it works as a daily too. Wow, absolutely brilliant. Just a brilliant car, made by you know, a manufacturer who knows what they're doing, really knows what they're doing. They've obviously got some really, really top quality engineers in on this one. Self-cancel is a bit annoying, but thank you so much for watching my first drive in the Civic Type R. And I hope not my last. Nice Carrera T there. Got some amazing cars here today, absolutely amazing. Thanks so much for watching, and I will see you again in the next one. Like, share, subscribe, it really does help, yeah, with my channel and building you know, relationships with manufacturers and getting cars as well, along with my subscribers. So thanks so much for watching, and yeah, I'll see you again next time.